get to 1 million people that help each other grow, learn, and transform dreams into reality. That's our big, hairy, audacious goal within Prototype U. And within Prototype U, we nurture peer-to-peer people development solutions where you become the director of your own personal development with the support of trusted peers. And you can help others on their personal development journey. And we have cause to celebrate because we're extending our product family with the very first version of our peer-to-peer people development app. And I'm going to show it to you in just a bit. Before doing so, a short story how the app came into existence. So we run peer-to-peer people development programs. And during those programs, the participants, or prototypers as we lovingly call them, they end up with a personal action plan based on their personal ambitions and challenges. And we have all kinds of peer accountability and peer support features included, including a buddy system. And to further boost, and at the end of the session, the prototypers commit to their personal action plan and they commit to helping their buddy with his or her action plan. And we created this app to further boost follow-up of those action plans in between those sessions with peer accountability and peer support features which motivate and inspire prototypers to follow up on their action plan. It's also to further deepen the connections between those prototypers. It's to build a personal development journey so that it also allows continuous conversations and improvement about professional development and work. And while we're at it, also to have a little bit of fun in the process, of course. So this app for us is really a means to get closer to that goal, that big, hairy, audacious goal of getting to 1 million people that help each other grow. All right, I know it's always better to show than tell. So I'm going to show you a demo where you're going to meet prototyper Paul. And prototyper Paul is attending a self-development program. At the end of the session, he's going to insert his action plan. And in 8 short minutes, you're going to see him navigate through our app. You're going to see him insert an action plan. He is going to follow up on that action plan with the support of buddies. He's going to help his buddies as well. So I would say enjoy the ride. One more thing, we're looking for a launching customer to team up and create positive impact for your organization and employees by boosting peer-to-peer people development. So enjoy, sit back, relax, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon.
Hi, and welcome to the very first demo of our Prototype U app. It's a peer-to-peer personal development tool that empowers you to become director of your development with the support of trusted peers. And it allows you to help others on their personal development journey. In this demo, you're going to meet prototyper Paul, and he's going to use our app for the first time. As you can see, he just opened the app on his phone and enters his username and password. And Paul's in. Let's go. In the initial screen, he can enter his personal information like name, a personal motto, and language. He wishes to be named Prototyper Paul, and he's all about leading by example. The app is initially available in Dutch and English, but he wants to stick to the English default. And Prototyper Paul just entered the main app environment. You can see on the main screen that he can start a personal development sprint. And we're going to start one in just a bit. Before doing so, I first show you how to navigate through our app. Clicking on the bottom left icon, you can go to a list of buddies that you are connected with so that you can help each other. And at the bottom right side, you can see buddies that are currently working on a challenge and invited prototyper Paul to help them. Also, we have a navigation sidebar for all kinds of app settings. So let's head back to the main screen because prototyper Paul wants to start a personal development sprint. He's first going to insert how long the sprint will run and then what he wants to achieve. And I'm using the clipboard here to make some speed. So prototyper Paul wants to build a high-performing team at work. And the challenge that he sees for himself to fulfill that ambition is how can I improve communications within my team? And the next step in the process is to insert actions to take on that challenge. So the first action that Paul's going to insert is I will talk to each team member about their wishes and needs to communication so that I can find mutual ground in the team. And as you can see, he added that action. He is now adding 3 other actions. This is his last one. And he's also has the possibility to add due dates to those actions. So here he says, okay, for the last action, September 24th. And as you can see, there is a list of 4 actions for this sprint. After completing his action plan, he's able to select from whom he would like to receive support during the sprint. And he would like Jessica, Christian, and the Easter Bunny to help him with his challenge. Then prototyper Paul can name his sprint, and he's calling it Communications in a High-Performing Team. He sees an overview of his sprint with the question, are you ready to sprint? Overview of the challenge actions, the buddies. And he's now going to commit, and the sprint has started. In the sprint screen, he sees the sprint name, the ambition, his challenge, the runtime of the sprint from September 21st until October 3rd, and he sees the actions he inserted, while also seeing that it takes 12 days for him to start the reflection on his sprint. So during the sprint, Paul can check when he's completed an action, or he can uncheck it. Once he's checked complete, he can also insert a lesson. And Paul is going to insert that he has learned a very valuable lesson. You could also notice a text balloon before, and this indicates that a buddy has sent a message that becomes available once you've completed the action and inserted the lesson. So extra motivator. And there's a buddy message here from Jessica, and she says, great start, Paul. Good luck with your next actions. How nice of Jessica. After that, prototyper Paul is resuming his sprint, checking some other actions he has completed, and now we're going to fast forward 12 days, and after 12 days he's able to finish his sprint and start his reflection. During that reflection, he can optionally insert insights to the remaining actions and also insert key insights from his sprint. And he's saying that involving my team members immediately improved communications and contributed significantly to shared ownership within the team. After that, he's able to thank his buddies that supported him during that sprint, during his challenge. He wraps up the sprint, he finishes it, and very well done, prototyper Paul. Congrats on finishing your first Prototype U personal development sprint. You can see Paul returned to his main screen, and he can either choose to immediately start a new sprint or just wait a bit, celebrate his wins, and start a new one later. Every sprint is recorded in your personal development journey. That way, Paul can see what he has learned and how he's grown as a human being, while it also forms the perfect basis for a continuous conversation about Paul's personal development at work. So, then Paul decides to navigate to his buddy list, and this buddy list gives an overview of all the people that are connected to Paul the prototyper. He can add buddies, he can share his buddy code so that people can add him, and this screen is his place where he can nurture and grow his list of people that can help each other with personal development. And you see all their different photos and their mottos to make it personal. And prototyper Paul just knows he gets this awesome feeling when helping people on their personal journey. So he decides to go to his active buddy list and see Jessica, Theo the teacher, and the Easter Bunny on there. And those people started a personal development sprint themselves and invited prototyper Paul to help them during that sprint. First, Paul is very curious about what Jessica's working on, and her ambition is to become a better professional at work,
but she wants to decide how to use her personal training budget and what kind of training to follow. As you can see, Prototyper Paul already includes some messages to support her, just in the way like Jessica supported Paul earlier on in this demo. Then Paul decides to go back to his active buddy list and clicks on Theo, the teacher, and he sees that teacher wants to offer students the best online learning experience, but his challenge is how can I get more interaction when teaching students online. And also here Prototyper Paul included some messages to support Theo, and this is the place where Prototyper Paul can see what kind of progress Theo is making in his sprint. And then Prototyper Paul goes back to the main screen, and it's a wrap for the first ever demo of our peer-to-peer personal development tool. This is what's now. Let's show you what's next. A few things we have in store for the future. For instance, you will be able to change and customize the color of your app. We will apply gamification, where you will be able to hand out and receive buddy awards when you're helping each other out. And you will be able to share personalized messages in the form of GIFs, pictures, and voice messages. We would love to further develop our app together with you. We're setting up a place for feature requests so you can let us know what you would love to see and do in our app. And we're looking for a launching customer who wants to team up and boost peer-to-peer people development in your organization. So reach out to us and become a prototyper yourself.